What's going on, you guys? I'd like to welcome you guys to another one take review. I'd like to apologize first of all for the shaky cam. My bad. Our camera's going out on your boy. I want to talk about the last two episodes of The Last Dance, episodes 9 and 10. This docuseries has been amazing. Like from beginning to end, and I think the way it ends is perfect. These two episodes, pretty much cover the series against the games, the 7 game series against Indiana in 1998 before the Bulls go for their last title, and some other very unique things like Steve Kerr, the 1997 finals against Utah. The big shot from Steve Kerr. We get to learn a little bit more about Steve Kerr and his father, which I didn't know about. I didn't know that happened to his father. This was like news to me. And so you seeing how he became that role player for the Bulls, and he was watching John Paxson and like everything. But I just have to say, I'm dancing around a lot of stuff. The greatest thing to me about this has to be Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman skipping a practice before Game 4 of the 1998 NBA Finals to go to WCW Nitro. As you guys don't know, I am a huge wrestling fan. Huge. Loved it all my life. And especially during that time, I think I don't remember a lot of things from my childhood, but 1997 up, I remember wrestling. Okay, and that was in the heat. That was in the middle of the Monday Night Wars. Okay, so Dennis Rodman, I was a WWF fan, but I was definitely aware of WCW because they had NWO, and you have Dennis Rodman skipping. He's in the middle of the last run with the Bulls. Possible. What was said, what was going to, initially what everybody knew was the last run with the Bulls, and this guy skips practice to go to Nitro, and he just yo, cool. Everybody know me though, and that's one thing about it. It's yeah, I might do all this crazy shit, and everybody might talk about it or whatever, but when I'm here, I'm here. And that's exactly what it was. The next game, I'm yo, well, Dennis ain't missed a beat. He get clutch free throws at the end of the game. It's so what? I was at Nitro. I got paid $250,000 to go to Nitro, and I got fined from an NBA 20K. So what can you say? So that was crazy. Just the whole journey at the end. The combination of the whole thing between the Indiana Pacers and the Bulls, which I wish I was watching it at that time. Okay, I wasn't watching it at that time. I'm not gonna lie, I was. I wish I was watching it at the time because it seemed pretty intense, and I always knew Reggie was Reggie Miller was a dog. I remember watching Reggie Miller go against the battles he had against the Pistons and Lakers. I was a Lakers fan. So I remember all of that. I remember definitely watching Reggie Miller in the squad he had. So I knew how much of a dog he was, how he talked shit and everything. So I enjoyed that. It's just you just to see it, and it's just man, this is so storybook. And another thing, I just have to say, I don't know why the hell people be playing with Jordan like he's some kind of lame or something. He ain't really living like that. Brian Russell, when Jordan tells a story about when he was retired, and Brian Russell said, "Why you quit? You knew I could guard you." It's just dude, sit your ass down. Then Jordan just started hitting game winners on left and right. It's crazy. Bro, stop playing with that man. That man is grown. That's a grown ass man right there you playing with. The flu game, which we found out, which we already heard stories about for a while now, that hey, it was actually the flu, it was food poisoning. If people don't think food poisoning, they'd be oh, it wasn't actually the flu, it was just food poisoning. Listen, I have a friend who got food poisoning and was in the hospital, almost fucking died. I forgot how big he was. He was pretty, he was heavy set at the time. Went to the hospital, got skinny, and been skinny ever since. And I swear it was maybe over 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Food poisoning was a real deal, bro. It is the real thing. You legit Feel terrible. I've never had it. Knock on wood, I don't want it, but like, yo, it's terrible. Okay, like, so I don't know if we're gonna change the name of the flu game 12 to the food poisoning 12 or what. They can probably I wouldn't be surprised if they re-release them as the food poisoning 12s, and people were buying just because the name different, even though the shoe remains completely the same. It's crazy. Me, that's me. I'm people. And I think my favorite thing just about this, even going through all of that, it's like the last shot of Game 6, 1998 NBA Finals. Uh, Picture perfect. Like, just looking at that is the greatest basketball picture of all time. Him hitting that shot, three-peat, clutch, picture perfect form, perfect everything. All those faces in the background. You got the one Bulls kid just like cheering, just like, this is the guy. This is Black Jesus. The guy said, don't miss. I told Reggie he's Black Jesus. Like, Jordan confidence is through the roof. Okay, so seeing that is ended it like that. The fact that they could have gone for 7, I think we all wonder like if they would have got that 7, because that following season was a short season. It was a 50-game season. The Bulls only have to play 50 games, so they wouldn't have been as tired. They probably bring a lot of people back. Everybody probably signs 1-year deals just to go for 7. Hey man, I don't know what we'll never know. It's just I'm of the mindset of Jordan. Make somebody beat us. Don't let us beat us. I mean, don't just throw it in. Make somebody have to beat us, and that's the only thing I hate. I mean, it ended perfectly with like the last shot and everything, but like I'm of that mindset. Like, yo, somebody got to beat us before we leave this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately for my boy Carl, he didn't get. I wonder why Carl wasn't in this doc. If I'm keeping it a book, I grew up. Me and Carl Malone lived a town apart. Like, I'm from a town called Bernice, and Carl Malone lives in Summerfield. They're like neighboring towns. Like they just like right there. Like maybe 5 miles separate us from each other, or probably less than that. You know what I'm saying? And like I've seen him plenty of times. Like just like grocery stores or like gas stations. Like he's like always around. But I've never like actually had a conversation with him, because if I asked him anything, it would probably be the stuff that like they would probably ask him in this doc. That's probably why he wasn't in the doc. He's like, I don't want to hear about this shit. I don't want to hear about Jordan. It's over. Like, you know, it's just, man, it's crazy just to like, bro. This doc was, I think, what people who miss sports needed right now. And it's gonna suck because it's over now. This gave us something to look forward to. Like stuff is slowly coming back, but like during this quarantine, this has definitely been the best thing to come out of it. The fact that they gave us this early, because I think it was initially supposed to come out in like June or July. The fact that they gave us this early, and like it is better than we even expected. Like it's a blessing. But you guys, let me know what you thought about this down in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching the vid. I hope you guys all staying safe out there. Catch up with you guys later. Peace.